Hi there, I'm Dr. Sophia Jane, board certified urologist, and I want to talk to you, yes, you man to man, or in this case, woman to man, because if you're over 60 feeling a little slower, less connected, or maybe even embarrassed about changes in your sex life, I want you to know something important. You're not broken, you're not alone. And this isn't the end of the road. This can be the beginning of something better. You see, aging brings wisdom, experience, and sure, a few physical changes, but it doesn't mean giving up your strength, your passion, or your ability to feel deeply connected in your body and in your relationships. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s reclaim their vitality and confidence with just a few shifts in awareness, lifestyle, and yes, the right support. So, today we're going to dive deep into what really matters: your strength, your intimacy, and your confidence. After 60, let's get started. Let's start with a truth you rarely hear in mainstream conversations. Sexual health is about more than erections. It's about identity, energy, connection, and joy. But here's the thing: erectile dysfunction, or ID, often becomes the alarm bell that brings men into my office. And I get it. When something stops working the way it used to, it shakes you. It can feel like your masculinity, your worth, or your ability to connect is slipping away. But let me be clear: ED is not a personal failure, it's a health signal. Your body is trying to get your attention. Now, the most common causes: blood flow issues, low testosterone, stress, anxiety, and certain medications for most men. It's not one thing, it's a combination. And the good news: each of those causes has a solution, but first we have to remove the shame, because shame doesn't heal. You action does. Let's talk numbers. Over 50% of men over 60 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. That's more than half. And yet most of them suffer in silence, thinking it's too late or too embarrassing to bring up. I'm here to tell you, don't stay silent. Speak up. The men who see real change are the ones who stop hiding and start asking the right questions now. While ED gets most of the attention, it's just one part of a much bigger picture. Intimacy is about communication, trust, emotional safety, and yes, pleasure. And when those pieces are out of balance, when you're tired, disconnected, or unsure of yourself, it shows up not just in the bedroom, but in your entire life. So today, we're not just fixing a symptom, we're building a new foundation. Let's break that foundation into three main areas: strength, intimacy, and confidence. First up, strength. And no, I'm not just talking about muscles, I'm talking about internal strength, your stamina, your energy, your hormones, your blood flow. Men over 60 often experience a slow decline in testosterone. This isn't just about libido. Low testosterone impacts your mood, your focus, your muscle tone, even your motivation to get out of bed in the morning. So, if you're feeling off, tired, or flat, it could be hormonal. And blood flow, crucial. Erections depend entirely on healthy circulation. If your arteries are clogged, if your heart is struggling, or if you've been sedentary for years, your body can't deliver blood efficiently to the penis, the result: weaker, less frequent erections. But again, this isn't the end, it's the beginning of an opportunity. Now let's talk about intimacy, because here's what most people get wrong. Intimacy is not the same as sex. Intimacy is about feeling close, seen, and safe with your partner. And yes, when you're physically connected, intimacy deepens. But so does talking, laughing, sharing a quiet moment together when intimacy breaks down. Whether because of ED, resentment, stress, or aging, we lose that sense of connection. But here's the truth: intimacy can grow stronger with age if you nurture it, and that brings us to confidence. Listen, when your body changes, your confidence can take a hit. You start questioning: am I still desirable? Can I still please my partner? Is my best behind me? But let me say this as clearly as I can: confidence is not based on perfection. It's built on presence, on showing up, on doing the work, and owning your experience no matter what your age. And here's where everything connects: strength, intimacy, and confidence are not separate, they're deeply intertwined. When you eat better, you improve blood flow and hormone production. When you move your body, you boost energy and reduce inflammation. When you sleep well, you balance stress hormones and feel more alive. And when you communicate openly, you create emotional safety, which improves physical intimacy. It's a feedback loop, a positive cycle. And once you get that momentum going, the changes compound. But you don't need to do it all at once today. I'm going to give you tools, science backed strategies, real lifestyle changes, and emotional mindset shifts that will help you reclaim control and joy in your body. These aren't gimmicks, they're proven steps used by thousands of my patients who now feel better at 65 than they did at 45. So let's begin with your body. If let's begin with your blood vessels aren't healthy. Your erections won't be either. That's just physiology, but you can fix it. Start by cutting back on processed foods and excess sugar. Sugar stiffens blood vessels and inflames tissues. Choose foods rich in nitric oxide, leafy greens, beets, citrus fruits. They help relax and expand blood vessels. Add in heart healthy fats like nuts, olive oil, and avocado. These support testosterone and reduce inflammation. Next, hydration. Most men walk around dehydrated. Even mild dehydration reduces energy, brain clarity, and blood volume. So drink water half your body weight in ounces. Daily, small change, big result. Combine that with 30 minutes of walking, biking, or light resistance training daily, and you're already ahead of 90% of men your age. Now let's talk hormones. Testosterone levels naturally decline with age, but that doesn't mean you're doomed. If you're experiencing low libido fatigue or mood swings, get your levels tested. And I don't mean a quick test at the pharmacy. Go to a hormone specialist, urologist, or men's health clinic that understands aging. If levels are low, TRT dash, testosterone replacement therapy dash might help, but it must be personalized and carefully monitored. Don't forget the natural boosters, either zinc, vitamin D, magnesium, and healthy cholesterol levels. All support testosterone production and sleep. That's your body's natural testosterone factory, deep sleep. Especially in the first few hours of the night is when testosterone is produced. So if you're cutting sleep short or waking up frequently, you're literally stealing your own hormones. All right, we've covered a lot already, but we're just getting started in the next segment. We'll dive into the most effective medical and natural solutions to restore function and drive, without shame, without judgment, and without pretending. You're someone you're not. You're not here to become 25 again. You're here to become the strongest, most connected version of yourself right now, right here at this stage of life. So don't go anywhere. Grab a glass of water, stretch a little, and I'll see you in just a moment as we tackle the next layer of reclaiming your confidence and intimacy after 60. All right, now that we've explored the physical and emotional layers of sexual health, let's talk about solutions. Real science backed tools that can restore function, confidence, and deep connection. We're living in an incredible time. You don't have to sit back and accept these changes as irreversible. Today, men in their 60s and beyond have more options than ever before to reclaim their intimacy, and I'm here to guide you through them. Let's simplify the path. First up, oral medications. You've likely heard of sildenafil, also known by the brand name Viagra, or tadalafil, which goes by Cialis. These belong to a group called PDE5 inhibitors. What they do is increase blood flow to the penis, making it easier to get and maintain an erection when you're already aroused. Keyword, arouse. These pills don't create desire. They support your body's natural response when you feel turned on, and when paired with emotional closeness and self confidence, the results can be powerful. Now, a word of caution. These medications are not for everyone. If you're taking nitrates for a heart condition or have certain cardiovascular issues, they can be dangerous. That's why it's so important to consult your doctor. No shame, no hesitation. Get a personalized approach that's always safer and more effective. Next up, low intensity shockwave therapy sounds high tech, right? But it's actually a gentle, non invasive treatment. It uses focused sound waves to stimulate new blood vessel growth in the penis. Think of it as your body getting a little kickstart, healing itself naturally. Some men who haven't responded well to pills find real improvement with this. And the best part, it doesn't require daily meds or surgery. Just consistent guided sessions, safe, easy, promising number. 3, testosterone replacement, therapy, or TRT. If you've been feeling exhausted, disinterested in sex, or even emotionally flat, your testosterone could be low. That drop usually starts in your 30s and keeps declining with each decade. Trait comes in gels, injections, or patches, and when used under supervision, it can restore not just sexual function, but mood, muscle strength, and overall vitality. But I'll be honest, TRT isn't a one size fits all fix. It needs to be guided by detailed lab testing and careful monitoring, especially because it can impact your heart and prostate health. If misused, always work with a doctor who specializes in men's hormones. This is your body, treat it with care. Now let's shift gears. Acupuncture. Yep, that ancient practice with tiny needles is making waves in modern men's health. Studies show it helps reduce stress, improve blood flow, and regulate hormones. Many of my patients report feeling calmer, more centered, and more in tune with their bodies after just a few sessions. It's a great drug free option if you want a more holistic path to sexual wellness. Plus, it encourages relaxation, which is often the missing piece in performance issues. All right. Number five, sex therapy and counseling. Look, I know this one might sound intimidating, but sometimes the barrier isn't your body, it's your thoughts, your past experiences, your relationship dynamics, and that's okay. You're human. A skilled sex therapist can help you explore fears, beliefs, and habits that may be sabotaging your intimacy. And if you're in a relationship, couples therapy can be transformative. It rebuilds communication, opens the door to vulnerability, and restores emotional connection. I've seen men walk into my office closed off, disconnected, and walk out months later, smiling, holding hands with their partner like they just fell in love again. That's not weakness, that's courage. And it works now. Listen closely. Medical solutions are great, but without a healthy foundation, their impact fades. Your lifestyle is the soil that determines whether intimacy blooms or dries up. So I want to give you 5 essential daily habits. Habits that, when done consistently, will improve sexual vitality, emotional intimacy, and yes, your entire quality of life. Number one, move your body every single day. I'm not asking you to run marathons, just get moving, walk for 30 minutes, swim, cycle, dance in your kitchen. Movement increases blood flow, reduces inflammation, and raises testosterone naturally. And get this, men who exercise regularly have better, firmer erections and higher sex drive. Plus, it helps your mood and your joints. Now, here's a bonus: Keel. Exercises, yep, they're not just for women. Strengthening your pelvic floor muscles can dramatically improve control and stamina. Start by tightening the muscles you'd use to stop the flow of urine. Hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 to 15 times, a few times a day. It works and it's free. Number two, eat like you love yourself. Your diet affects your hormones, your blood flow, and even your arousal. Foods rich in nitric oxide, like arugula, spinach, beets, and watermelon, are circulation boosting powerhouses. Add healthy fats from olive oil, avocado, walnuts, and wild caught fish. They support testosterone and reduce artery clogging, inflammation. Cut back on sugar fried foods and alcohol. These are silent killers of libido and energy. Want a quick win? Make a smoothie with banana, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and almond milk. It'll fuel your body and boost your drive. Number three, sleep. No, it's not lazy. It's healing. Your body produces testosterone while you sleep. Lack of sleep lowers energy, mood. And yes, your ability to perform. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. Turn off screens before bed. Keep your room cool and dark. Avoid heavy meals late at night. This is when your body resets. Don't skip it. 4. Manage your stress. When stress goes up, cortisol rises, and when cortisol is high, testosterone drops. Stress also tightens blood vessels, reducing blood flow where you need it most. Practice deep breathing, take walks in nature, meditate, or simply sit quietly 10 minutes a day can change your biology. And don't forget, laughter helps too. Laughing boosts oxytocin, lowers stress, and makes connection feel natural again. Finally, number 5, nurture emotional closeness. I'm talking about non-sexual intimacy, holding hands, talking about your day, cooking a meal together. These small loving gestures fuel desire. Ask your partner what makes them feel loved, not just in bed, but in life. Share your fears, celebrate your wins, be present. One of my patients once told me, when I stopped trying to impress my wife and started simply being present, everything changed. They didn't just find their spark again, they built a fire that's still burning strong. That's the real magic of this work. So here's what I want you to remember: erectile dysfunction is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that your body is asking for attention. And when you listen, everything shifts. You're not alone. Millions of men your age are on this journey, but more importantly, you are not powerless. Whether it's improving your circulation, boosting your hormones, reducing stress, or deepening emotional connection, every step you take builds momentum. You deserve to feel strong, you deserve to feel wanted, and you absolutely deserve to enjoy intimacy at every age. If anything in this message resonated with you, don't just listen, respond. Leave a comment below. What stood out to you most? What change are you ready to make today? Your story might be the encouragement another man needs. And if you found this video valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a moment in this journey toward empowered, vibrant aging. Thank you for sharing this time with me. This is Dr. Sophia Jane, cheering you on as you reclaim your strength, intimacy, and confidence at any age. You're not finished, you're just getting started. Music.